All right.
This is All Access MMA.
All right, guys, we are here live for the first ever All Access MMA Pulse podcast. My name is Jacob. I'm the owner and founder here at allaccessmma.com, alongside one of my inside journalists, Meni Mayer. You might know him by his Instagram, MMA Ideas. He's a hard worker in the game, and he breaks fight news from everywhere. So we're here with our first guest on the show and fellow colleague, Jer Wilson. Jer, go ahead and tell the people a little bit about yourself, bro.
My name is Jer Wilson. Been a martial arts fan since 2001. Been to many live events, do journalism work now for some pages, and just a huge fan. I have a podcast called Blood, Sweat, and Tears, and then just like both of you guys, just diehard fans, and just love everything about the sport, the fighters, and just everything else it just brings with it. And even right now, it brought us three together right now. So
yes, sir. You have a great podcast, Jer. It's great. It's a great show.
Thank you. Just getting back into it again, so I'm excited to get back.
Yes, sir. You have great guests. Yes.
Hell yeah, man. Hell yeah. All right, Manny, you can go ahead and share your screen, man. We have a huge weekend of fights coming up with UFC 274 in Phoenix, Arizona. So let's get right into it.
Oh, I got this. Yeah, there we go. All right, bet. All right, we good.
All right, let me pop you on. All right, there we go.
How good is this card, though, eh?
Yeah, this is a really good card.
Shit, right? All right, man. So this card, of course, it's headlined by defending lightweight champion Charles Oliveira going against longtime title challenger Justin Gaichi. Gaichi coming off an absolute banger, dude, with Michael Chandler. Gaichi won that one by decision back in November at UFC 268. Charles Oliveira, another longtime veteran, coming off of a third-round submission victory against Dustin Poirier back in UFC 269. So I'll go ahead and pass this first pick to Jer, man. Jer, who do you got in this?
In the main event?
Yep.
The main event, I've been like back and forth this one so much. I respect Charles so much and everything he's done, but like the one thing that worries me is Justin hits so hard, and Charles is there to get hit, you know, and he's battled through so much adversity. But I feel like Gaichi is the guy that you don't want to get hit by. You know what I mean? There's one guy in the lightweight division that I don't want to get hit by. It's probably Justin Gaichi, and I think that Gaethje's going to clip him.
Nice. Many click back on the UFC 274 one, dude.
Yeah, I can't see you guys at the same time. Is that fine?
No, yeah, you're good, bro. Just keep it right there.
Okay.
All right, Manny, what do you got for this one, bro?
Yes, sir. This is gonna be a great fight. I cannot wait. Main event, May 7th, Footprint Arena, Phoenix, Arizona. Let's go. Justin Gaichi versus Charles Oliveira for lightweight title. I think Charles Oliveira will win by submission round 2. I think it's gonna be pretty much they all standing up on the feet round 1. It's going to be a very hotly contested fight for the first round. But early in the second round, Charles is going to start to take control, get Justin's back, and submit him. And still. But it's going to be a great fight for as long as it lasts. I don't believe it will go a distance, though.
Yeah, man, dude. This is one of those fights like, man, I'm not putting any money on this, dude. This one, you know, you can always say in MMA it's going to go either way, dude. But in this one, it's like, dude, I have no idea how this is going to go. I see Oliveira submission or winning by decision, but man, Gaichi, he might clip him, dude. You know what I mean? So hey, this one can literally go either way. So I'm gonna go Gaichi by knockout in the third or fourth.
Yeah, that's possible. That's very possible. He might just drown Oliveira. You know, he might just do it. It's gonna be a great fight. I can't wait.
Hell yeah, man.
Like Gaichi, anytime anybody fights Gaichi, they end up in the hospital after, you know, like win or lose. Yeah. If he's like Dustin Poirier, when Poirier beat him, he still ended up in the hospital after, you know. So it's just he's just a killer in that division. I think, and just being with Trevor Whitman, continued 2 more years with Whitman now. I just think he's just gonna evolve so much, you know. Anyone you see that goes under Whitman just becomes like gold.
Dude, no kidding, man. And I remember I saw a video of Trevor Whitman. He was just going over footwork, dude. And I was like, dude, this guy's a fucking wizard, bro. Like, you know what I mean? I'm not even a striker, dude, and I'm looking to this and it's clicking gears. I'm like, holy shit, dude. But yeah, man, he got the vicious leg kicks. You know, Khabib, he said that he was the hardest hitter he ever faced, man. So that power is no joke.
And Khabib is really the only one who had a relatively easy time with Gaichi. So, but Khabib is obviously one of a kind, one of the greatest. So, but man, this is such an intriguing fight. Anytime those fights, you don't know who's gonna win. You have no idea what's gonna happen. Those are the best. Yeah, those are the best.
No kidding, man. All right, dude. So let's go ahead and go to the co-main event. We got Rose Namajunas versus Carla Esparza, the rematch from 2014. Man, Carla ended up taking her back, choking her out. We'll start with you, Manny. What do you got?
Oh man, this is such an intriguing fight. I've got Rose by unanimous decision. I think she's gonna be able to not completely nullify Carla's takedowns, but I think she'll be able to stuff most of them and pick her apart on the outside. Using her great footwork, she has good power, good striking, good kicks, all around good stand up, and I think she's much better on the feet than Carla is. So I think she'll outlast Carla and win by unanimous decision. 3 rounds to 2. But it's gonna be a good fight. But Rose is a little bit better right now.
What do you think, Jer?
I got Rose for sure, but I think she's gonna get the finish. I just think everything that she's fine, how she's polished herself with her striking again with Trevor Whitman, and then just watching her evolve so much. She already has the submission skills before the UFC, and that Carla's been able to wrestle. That's why she was able to win that first fight. But I think she's gonna be able to nullify it, though. I think that she's improved so much that she's gonna be able to stuff those takedowns early, and it's gonna break Carla. I feel like Carla's gonna get broke in that first round, and then I think Rose gets the finish in the second round.
Yeah, man. On this one, I think all three across the board, man. We all got Rose. I think she's gonna get a KO. I think it's gonna go a little farther in the championship rounds, but I don't see it going to the end. I think Rose is gonna get a head kick, huge punch, but I got her finishing in 4 or 5, man.
Yeah, this is gonna be a good fight. I can't wait.
Dude, now I was talking to Meni yesterday, man, about that. So that first Andrade fight where, you know what I mean? She was on top the whole time, and then she gets that slam that knocked her out. Dude, and then that second fight, dude, Andrade was a totally different fighter, man. I was over here like, oh shit, dude, Rose might get knocked out. You know what I mean? She's going for it over here. But no, man, that was that Andrade fight, I was like, man, that was a hard fought one, dude.
Yeah, man. I mean, no wins in MMA are really a fluke, but she was dominating that first Andrade fight until she got knocked out cold, and it was a really good fight for as long as it lasted, of course. But Rose was putting on Andrade, and obviously in the rematch was an even better fight. That was a great fight. Rose left very bruised, but she got revenge.
All right, man. Then we got this next fight, dude. It's gonna be a crazy one. A lot of people are already counting Tony Ferguson out, saying, "Oh, this guy, what are they doing to him? Why are they putting him against Chandler?" But man, you know what I mean. Ferguson, he's the interim. He had the interim strap for so long. He was a killer for so many people. Everybody he went against, it was a bloodbath, dude. You know what I mean? So, what do you got on this one, Jer?
This one's tough. I've been such a Tony fanboy for so long because he's been around the industry, and he's had a 12-fight winning streak, which is unheard of in the lightweight division. And then just watching that fight against Gaichi and then Oliveira and then even Dariush after that, he hasn't won a round in a long time, So it's Michael Chandler's no joke, you know what I mean? Michael Chandler is very athletic. He's one of the hardest hitters in the division as well. He can take a punch. I as a Tony fan, I want to see Tony win, but I think Chandler's going to be able to grind him out.
Yeah, man, I'm in the same boat, man. I'm just a Ferguson fan, dude. And dude, his last fights, dude, he was on death row, man. They put him against but I mean, rightfully so. He had the interim strap, but dude, the amount of killers in that division, man, in the top 5, it's no joke, dude. So yeah. I think Chandler, man, dude, I don't know how it's gonna go. I hope Ferguson pulls it off, but I see Chandler clipping him one time and getting a TKO finish.
Yeah, and Tony Ferguson, obviously, in his last 3 fights, he's fought Justin Gaichi, Charles Oliveira, Beneil Dariush, 3 top 5 fighters in the division. So, he's only lost to the best, but I think he is a little bit over the hill and washed right now. I think Chandler will win by second round knockout. I think his pressure and power will be a little bit too much for Tony Ferguson. He'll be able to stave off Tony's takedowns, any Imanari he's going to try to do. any weird, quirky things that Tony's going to try to do. And Chandler could take him down himself. You know, he's a Division I wrestler at Missouri. So I think Chandler will dictate where this fight goes, but I think he'll keep it on the feet and knock him out round 2. And it'll look similar to the Justin Gaichi versus Tony fight, just a little bit shorter.
Yeah, man. Go ahead.
Unfortunately, like that fight against Gaichi, you know, it was like Tony was like too tough for his own good.
Yeah,
like he's so tough that he was able.
Tough. He's so
like he was able to go through everything like mentally. Like, you know what I mean? It's like he put his body through the hardest you could ever put your body through in a single fight. In my mind, like that you would watch him get broken physically, but he's mentally still there. You know what I mean? His body was like he twitched or whatever that one moment, you know, and like just kind of like shook it off and kept going. I'm like, whoa, like what? This guy is a savage. He's an actual zombie, you know. But I think that fight is also what just like took everything out of his sails. You know what I mean? Like he put everything on the line. He's a true fighter. He's a true warrior. You know what I mean? So he's gonna put everything on the line every time. But that just like completely deflated in that Gaichi fight. And then from there, like we've seen, he hasn't won a round since.
Yeah, man, no joke. No matter what happens, man, I hope this is Tony gets his swagger back a little, dude, and just makes it a bloody one. You know what I mean? Because if he can drag it down. Gaichi gets his back. He gets those elbows from the bottom. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Oh, man. Imagine a Imanari heel hook finish, dude. That would be insane.
That would be crazy.
Funny.
Yeah.
I don't know if you guys watched the press conference today or whatever, but when him and Chandler faced off, then he threw he threw some sand at Poirier.
Yeah, that was hilarious.
In the front row.
I saw that.
I laughed when I saw it.
And I was surprised. Tony Ferguson was so calm in that press conference. I was expecting normal Tony, you know. Yeah, I thought
that's funny.
Dude, yeah, and he let it out yesterday, man.
My God, yes.
That presser, dude, talking shit about the company. You know what I mean? He was, but the good thing, man, is you could tell he's laser focused, dude. You know what I mean? He's ready, man. He's he put all the bullshit aside, and he's locked in. So that's good to see, man. We'll see how that one plays out tomorrow.
Yes, sir.
This card's so stacked.
Dude, no shit, right? All 3 of those fights we just talked about, they're headliners, pay-per-view.
Oh, headliners.
Absolutely.
All right, let's get into this next one, bro. So we got OSP versus Mauricio Hua. Who do y'all got on this?
Yes, sir. Man, this is a good one. Obviously, Shogun is a little bit older. And OSP is older as well. A rematch that happened before. I got OSP by, I think OSP by knockout round 2. I think he'll avoid the clinch situations that Shogun likes to engage in, and keep it at range and knock Rua out, because OSP can hurt Rua, Shogun Hua, and that's how I see this fight playing out. But it should be a decent fight for as long as it lasts.
Yeah, what about you, Jer?
Bro, I was a big Pride fanboy. Like I used to watch UFCs, and then the Pride would start at like midnight. So kind of just from the West Coast, it would go from like 6 p.m. and then midnight UFC be done, and then all of a sudden Pride would come on. So I've been watching Pride. Like I was a Pride fanboy. Like I loved Pride way more than UFC back then. And Shogun was one of them. Shogun was probably my favorite fighter. Watching him win the Grand Prix in 2005 at 21. And the people he beat in that tournament, I think it was Overeem, Rampage, Arona, and Lil Nog. I think that was the 4 he beat in that tournament on the way there. You know, it was so amazing to watch. Like I said, as a fanboy. But then in saying that though, Shogun is like well past his prime, like well past the knee injuries. Like even early in his UFC career, I don't think he ever really got to max out his true potential in the UFC. Just because he got those knee injuries at like such a young age, and he's always just seemed slow. So I think I want Shogun to win. Obviously, if he has that puncher's chance, but OSC is way too athletic. He's little, like you said, a little younger, more athletic. He has good wrestling, and those are kind of the things that have been Shogun's weakness. So I think he can get him down, and he might submit him actually.
OSP choke, might do the OSP
choke. Man, no kidding, dude.
Because Shogun gets tired, you know what I mean. So when Shogun's tired, he'll put himself in a position, and OSP he's got those freak chokes, you know, got the Von Fleur or the OSP we call it now, I guess. Like,
yep. Damn, dude, you said he won that Grand Prix at 21, dude. This is damn near 20 years from that day, dude. That is insane, dude. Wow. 20 years in the game, or not 19, but that's crazy, man. Yeah. I got, like you said, it's a puncher's chance for Shogun, man. OSP, he's been fighting, dude. He's been fighting the toughest guys, and I feel like as the fight wears on past round 1, round 2, he's gonna get a just don't put him in that guillotine, man, because he'll finish that shit.
He probably will. OSP. Wow, he's 39. Wow, I did not know. I thought OSP is younger than that.
I would love to see Shogun pull off a win here, though. If Shogun pulled off a win, I would just go nuts, you know.
And people don't know Shogun at UFC 197. OSP at UFC 197. He fought John Jones also. In Jones' return fight from one of his suspensions.
OSP, yeah. And that was one of Jones' least impressive wins in his ever.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, that reminds me. You're talking about pride and stuff, dude. You had an episode, Jer, man, maybe over a year ago now, but it was Frank Camacho, dude, and y'all are going straight pride talk, man. I was hell yeah, dude.
Yeah, Frank, he's a good guy. Me and him, we chat all the time. We've talked a lot about like trying to do some kind of collab together, but it's just like so hard with time zones. He's in Guam, and I'm fucking all over the place, to be honest.
Yeah.
But he's fun talking. That was a great conversation. I remember that one.
He seems like a good guy. Yeah, Camacho seems like a good guy.
All right, man. So we're gonna get into the opener of the main card. We got Donald Cerrone and Joe Lozon. Let's go hand it off to you, Jer, first. What do you got?
That's a tough one. Like Cowboy has lost 6 in a row? Is it 6 in a row?
Check it out, Meni.
Oh yeah, I got you. Donald Cerrone, right? Yeah, he's on a severe losing streak.
Damn, I didn't realize it was 6. I thought it was.
Let's see, 3.
Because that win he got there, that was like in the grappling.
Oh, I'm not even seeing. Oh my god.
Oh, you're right, dude.
Oh, you're right. I thought I got 1, 2, 4. That's like what, 7 or 6 in a row? Yeah. No, 5. I don't know what it is. 5 in a row.
But yeah, like he's on a losing streak, and Lauzon, even though he hasn't fought the guys that Cerrone's fought, I feel like he's won a couple fights recently. And I think Lauzon's just still more round-rounded. He's got the grappling. I don't know. Cowboy's chin has got to be gone. You know what I mean? He's got 16 losses there. He's fought everybody, and then every fight that he's lost recently, he's looked bad. You know, like Alex Morono smoked him in that last fight, and Morono was like a young guy on the come up. So it was like I thought, Morono had a chance. I didn't think he would knock him out that easy. And then every fight before that, everyone's kind of made it look easy against Cowboy, sadly. So it's sad to watch because he's pioneer of the sport. I love him, but I think Lauzon's going to maybe get a sub, and this could be Lauzon's last fight in the UFC too. So
yeah, man, I'm saying Lauzon, he hasn't fought since 2019, man, against Jonathan Pierce.
The Boston card, I think.
Yeah,
he won that one, I think, right?
Yeah, he won KO round 1.
So that's what I mean. Lauzon also has a chance to lose just because he hasn't been out there. But I think because of that, at an old age, it's good getting that rest though for 3 years and not getting knocked out. Like whereas Cerrone's brain's been taking trauma the last couple of years.
Yeah, for sure. This is gonna be a good fight. I think this is a tough one. I think Lozon will win by decision. I think he could make it a stand-up war, right, between two legends. You know, just him and Cerrone. They could just make it a stand-up war if they want to. But I think Lozon has the edge on the ground, and he'll want to take the fight down and submit Cerrone or control him for the majority of the fight. So I think Lozon will win by decision. But this is an intriguing fight. Old school,
yeah, definitely some OGs, man. But dude, even Cerrone, dude, yesterday at that presser, he was he's locked in, man. Mentally, he was like, you know what I mean? I've had all these losses, all this shit's happened, and what he said, he was camping out of the PI, man, living out of a trailer. You know what I mean? So he said he would go nap, go train, go back to the trailer, nap, do it all over again. So, dude, it's gonna be interesting to see how he does it, man. I'm gonna go Cerrone here, man, just for pulling at my heartstrings. You know what I mean? So hopefully I see him get a decision win, man. Maybe hopefully he can get a TKO late in the third, but just I want Cowboy to win this one, man. You know what I mean? Send I don't know if this is his last fight, but if it is, I want him to go out the right way.
Dana White said loser leaves town for sure, but I could see both these guys potentially being done after, though.
Yeah,
and Cowboy was talking about being super excited to be able to fight with the front of his son, because I guess his son's watching this fight. So
yeah, that's what he said. That this fight was originally supposed to happen at a fight night in the Apex, and he said he called Joe. He was like, Joe, bullshit. We're gonna call Dana, back me up, and just say let's do this on pay-per-view. And they made it happen, man. He said that exactly like you said with his son, that he was he was always at an age, you know what I mean, years ago, picking him up, and he's in the middle of the cage. And it's just a little baby, but he said now,
Yeah, all right.
now he's 4 years old and he can kind of comprehend. So it's gonna be cool, man. I hope Cowboy can pull it off. But,
Yeah.
all right, man. Meni, can you go ahead and pull up that Bellator 2?
Yeah, Bellator France, Bader versus Congo.
Yeah, we won't get too deep into this one, man. We're just gonna go to the main and co-main event, but. Yeah, so we covered UFC 274. We have another huge card in Bellator. This one's going to be across the globe. It's going to be in Paris, France for Bellator 280, headlined by Ryan Bader versus Czech Congo. And in the co-main event, we have the absolute freak and the 45-year-old Yoel Romero going against the 15-year younger Alex Polizzi. So I'll go ahead and get started on this one, man, for the main event. Czech Congo, another one of those OGs in the sport. You know what I mean? I got Bader on this, man. I just think he's gonna. He has a little more left in the tank. I feel like I can see a knockout here.
Yeah. Man, this is gonna be a good fight. This is a tough one to predict. I think Bader will use his wrestling to win a decision, but Congo's very, very, very dangerous on the feet, and Bader does have a suspect chin, as we've seen before. So he can catch Bader, and it wouldn't be surprising me at all if he knocks him out, especially early. But I think Bader will grind out a decision win. That's what I think. But it's going to be such an intriguing fight.
Yeah, man, I didn't realize he's about to turn 47 here in 2 weeks. That's crazy, man.
Wow.
Oh, Czech Congo.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, that's crazy. It's funny. I remember having a amateur fight in Vancouver back in 2010, and it was Lance Gibson was cornering the guy that I lost to, and then Czech Congo and Rampage were also in the corner too. So then me and Czech Congo, we talked that day or whatever, and he added me to Facebook, so we have the same birthday. So every year since then, he says happy birthday to me on my Facebook page every year randomly. It's funny though.
Yeah, oh yeah, dude, that's a legend right there.
Yeah,
but in the fight wise though, I think he's a little too old. If you remember the first fight when these guys had their 2 rounds or whatever they fought before it got no contest, Bader was controlling him. He was ragdolling him. He was throwing him around, and his wrestling is top notch, especially at heavyweight too. He's just he's so big at heavyweight, so he doesn't have to cut any weight. He can utilize that 240-pound frame, and I think he's going to be able to wrestle him, hold him down. I think Czech's pretty durable, so I don't know if he's gonna get the finish, but there is a possibility just because ground and pound and putting himself in a bad position or something like that while he transitions from taking the punishment. But I think Bader for sure though.
Yeah, for sure. I think Bader's gonna control him throughout the whole fight and win by decision. But this is a good fight. This is a good main event to have, especially in France where Congo's from. This is gonna be going.
All right, let's get into the co-main event. Yoel Romero versus Alex Polizzi. You want to go ahead and get started on this one, Meni?
Yes, sir. Yoel Romero, obviously worldwide MMA, not just UFC, MMA fan favorite, been a UFC legend for so long. Polizzi, obviously, stepping in on short notice to fight Yoel Romero. Man, I think honestly, from what I've seen, Polizzi can. Man, this is a hard one. Polizzi might be able to control the wrestling exchanges just like Phil Davis did against Romero, and win by decision. But Romero is very dangerous on the feet, and especially with his locked-in mindset, or not Romero thinking there was 5 rounds instead of 3. You probably remember that. A little locked-in mindset. Romero can get the job done, but I think Polizzi can grind Romero out and win by decision. That's what I think. And he's much younger.
It's funny how Yoel Romero always has had controversy in his fights. The 3-round one. Even Tim Kennedy. Remember the Tim Kennedy one way back? He was he was killing time in the corner. Tim Kennedy almost knocked him out in that first round. Then he just kept killing time in the corner, and they probably got another 15, 20 seconds or whatever. And then he went out and knocked Tim Kennedy out right after that. But, But Yoel Romero, obviously, he's a giant. He's a beast. If you were locked inside an octagon with somebody that's not someone physically that you would want to look across and you're going to be confident in, But like I said, Polizzi's got the wrestling and stuff to do it. But I just think Yoel just having 3-fight losing streak or whatever he's on, hasn't won since 2017 or 18. I think he's going to be hungry, want to make a statement, like has to make a statement in Bellator to really keep his job. And if he doesn't win this fight, arguably his career could be over, like, because he's not going to get a big payday anymore. So I think Yoel comes out, utilizes that strength and power in that wrestling, and is able to grind out a decision or get a knockout.
Yeah, even looking at this, man, he's like fought who's who of the UFC middleweight division. It's crazy. New age, old age. It's crazy.
Yeah, I'm looking right here. His last win was 2018 against Rockhold, where he knocked him out. But man, right after that, he got.
He missed weight for that fight.
What's that?
He missed weight for that fight, actually.
Oh, damn. But then he went on to lose to Whitaker, then Paulo Costa, Adesanya, and then Phil Davis in his last one in 2021.
Yeah. It's been a rough go for him the past few years, but hopefully he can get back on the winning track and get a W. That's the hope.
Yeah, man. On this one, I'm going Yoel Romero, just a fan favorite, dude. You know what I mean? I want to see this guy win. The guy's 15 years younger than him. You know what I mean? Been to the UFC, fought the who's who. He's on his way out, like you said, Jer. He's fighting for his job. Not going to get those big paydays anymore. So, yeah, I hope Romero gets this. He's going to utilize the wrestling, and I think he can control the fight pretty good.
Yes. Yeah, for sure.
Just back to that UFC briefly for 1 sec. Is there any fight on the undercard? Because it's the stacked card. Is there any fight in the undercard that like just has you razzed up? Because like, there's one for me that I'm just super excited for. Is Brandon Royval and Matt Schnell. Like, I don't know. I'm a big Royval fan, obviously, and super excited for the fight. He always brings it. Like, Schnell has like good wrestling and stuff like that, but I just think Royval, he's got like he was able to he's able to strike with Kai Kara France, and Kai Kara is like one of the best in the world at 125 for sure on the feet. So, but it's that's one of those fights I'm super excited for, even though it's flyweight. That flyweight division is getting exciting now. It's like a lot deeper than it was back in the Mighty Mouse days.
They were this close to break it down. They were this close. But Henry Cejudo got that win, and it got over TJ Dillashaw. They were able to revive that division, and now we're potentially facing a quadrilogy. That's what we think.
Oh, man.
That's crazy. I mean,
Yeah, dude, I like Royval, man. Dude, the dude's an absolute dog. Every fight he has, it's a highlight, dude. Like the Kai Kara France, man. That spinning elbow. Who would have saw that coming after he gets freaking his bell rung? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So yeah, man, Brandon's a cool guy, dude. I met him. I did a little documentary at Factory X, maybe late 2020, man. He was a dog in the gym, real nice guy to talk to and everything, man. So I'm pulling for him, man. He had an interesting start to his UFC career, man. It seemed like 10 months in, the guy already had he was in a title eliminator with Brandon Moreno. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So his road went by like it was like that, man. As soon as he hopped in, but like you said, man, he's fireworks, dude. So Matt Schnell, that one's gonna be killer, man.
And also Randy Brown versus Chaos Williams is gonna be such a good fight.
Oh, that's a banger.
Randy Brown versus Chaos, because Chaos Williams is good. Chaos Williams can fight. Like, his power is so scary. Like, I don't think that fight's gonna go the distance, obviously.
Yeah, they both have crazy power. I think Randy Brown might get it. I don't know though, but like Chaos, like you said, has such crazy power. But I think Randy's fought stronger guys, and just the caliber of opponents he's had in the UFC already will maybe give him that. But like I said, that's a certified banger though.
Yeah,
man, that's crazy. Royval, they're kicking off the prelims, man. They're
kicking off the prelims there.
They're stretching this card out.
Oh, shout out to MMA Heads in the comments over here. Thank you. I appreciate it. Appreciate it. Follow MMA Heads on Instagram. He has great, very, very fast fight news. Follow him. Definitely worth a follow if you're a fight fan. Yeah, a diehard Donny fan. I have to admit, his time in the top 10, 15 is over. Yeah. Man. Yeah, I think it is too. I think he's just over the hill. It's not his time anymore. His 12-fight win streak was legendary, but I think it's over. I think Chandler's gonna smoke him.
All right, man. So that wraps up our fight picks for this weekend. So let's go ahead and get to our last little segment here. We're gonna go hop into the life of Jer Wilson. So what's going on in your world, man?
For myself personally, I just got back from covering Bellator Hawaii. So it was my first ever media credentialed event, getting paid to do something that I love. Like I literally started doing Instagram lives, as you guys know, 2 years ago, and just started reaching out through a DM, and then kind of just found a passion with that, and just kind of kept going. And then, yeah, so like I said, now just covered Bellator Hawaii. It was the funnest thing I've ever done in my life, because it didn't feel like work. It was just surreal getting to interact with the fighters, see them on like a true personal level. And that's like for my podcast, as you guys know, I like talking about the blood, sweat, and tears, like the battle behind the success, because people tend to put athletes on a pinnacle, but they're humans, So they're humans like us. They make mistakes like us. So just getting to know them and learn that true raw emotion I don't know. I love it,
I will say this much. Jer had one of the greatest interviews of all time in the history of interviews with Jamal Hill prior to the OSP fight. Remember that, of course. That was
of course.
one of the best interviews ever.
The funny thing with that interview is like, like I always kind of have like some kind of script that I have, like a couple notes or whatever. And probably 5 minutes into that interview, Jamal was just on an energy, So it was literally just like tossed to the side, like not going to ask him any questions that I had planned, because he was on his own energy. So just kind of fed off that energy and let him.
Yeah. And those type of interviews, you can just fuel to the fire. Just ask him whatever, and it'll fly.
Yeah.
It's like asking.
And he just talks.
And
he's good. He's good. We're supposed to collab with him again. Me and Bunny are actually supposed to collab with him on our show sometime. So.
Oh, for real?
It's just hard timing up time, but he's down to. He's committed to be a guest with us. So.
Is the one on Instagram Live or YouTube? On Instagram Live or YouTube?
I'm assuming that they would probably want to. Like Fight Minutes is kind of wanting to do our stuff on StreamYard now, just because it goes right to their podcast or whatever like that.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
And back what you're saying, dude, with the fighters, how you said they're just people, dude. And I don't know, I made my way across the gyms, dude, just filming documentaries, shooting some stuff with the guys, man. And dude, it's not like an NFL athlete or an NBA athlete. They're like they're not in their head, bro. Like they're just like normal dudes. You know what I mean? Like, and I don't know if that just comes with the sport or what, but dude, everybody I've talked to, they're like, yeah, man, come film. Like I love the exposure, you know what I mean? So like, it's just, dude, it's a cool community to be a part of, man. I just left Extreme Couture maybe about a month and a half ago, and dude, just a bunch of killers over there. I was just at Longo Weidman filming, and yeah, man, I got a packed summer, dude. I'm gonna head hopefully with Adrian Yanez here, if he gets some fight news coming soon, we're gonna shoot a little something, and then head back to Colorado at Factory X, and I'm trying to get out to Florida, Factory X. Down there in Houston, and Ed Cat, man, the dude, the PR guy at Iridium, he's setting me up. So he's sending me all over, man. Try to make it to Fortis too. That's another one on my radar. And just
Fortis on May 7th, yeah.
Are you gonna cover anything live?
I'm trying to, man. So with we've been at Bellator, we've been at some regional events, dude. But the UFC, and I can't say we haven't tried that hard, but dude, it's just we're trying to get all our ducks lined up.
UFC is a tough one. You have to have like a web page that is like top notch and up to date. Like they care about the web page clicks, they care about YouTube channel, they care about Instagram, they care about like everything. It's like you literally have to have like every duck. It has to be like even like MMA Island can't get credentials for UFC yet. You know what I mean? So like
that's crazy, man. Yeah, well,
like when Chris goes for Middle Easy. And then he just reshares it for, but he gets credentialed under Middle Easy, because he said he was going to try to get me credentialed for MMA Island for Bellator, I guess, in Yukon or whatever.
Oh, Connecticut, yeah.
But,
yeah, man.
Bellator, I guess. Maybe a UFC this summer. I can't even remember. He wants to get me credentialed, maybe Singapore or something like that, because he's going to Singapore with Middle Easy, and he wants to get me credentialed.
Wait, he's going to every event now? Now he's going to every event?
I'm going to try to go to as much as possible. I'm going to go to the next Bellator in Connecticut for sure. Commit to that, and then realistically, I probably wish I kind of went to Paris and doubled up and did like Paris and London for like 10 days. You know what I mean? Like that would have been kind of sweet.
That would have been badass, bro.
That would have been lit.
But then like I went to Hawaii and I got stuck in Hawaii for 2 weeks, and Hawaii is not cheap, boys. So like I think I was there for 17 nights. So it's like,
holy fuck.
It was.
Oh, how's the COVID stuff, dude? Because I remember when I was sending some guys out of there, dude, it was still kind of like peak COVID. You had to stay in the Bellator hotels, the fighter hotel. They had all the COVID swabs, and dude, that shit wasn't fucking cheap, bro.
Yeah. No, it was super chill. We were put up at the Hilton Hawaiian Village, so it was like this bougie hotel right on the water, and there was people everywhere. So there was definitely nothing like it was weird though, because like no one in the we were already like checked that we were vaccinated and all that or whatever, and then still had to wear masks and stuff like that. But like the fans didn't have to wear masks, so it's just like I was like, oh, what? Like this is.
Yeah, it's stupid, right? I doubt the UFC makes you do that.
But the Bellator PR and everyone that I work with that I met from them, they were super cool and they were good though. So it's fun. And I definitely want to work with the company more and gonna attend as many events as possible, to be honest.
Yeah, bro. Hopefully we're on the way, man. This year, I think we can sneak in, dude. We got the website. You know, we've been going strong for the last 2 years. We're breaking fight news with Meni. We got the YouTube going, the Instagram going, man. And this is a network, dude. So this is just our MMA site. I have an NBA site. We cover the Spurs, cover soccer, MLS,
and they're verified. And they're verified.
Yeah, man. So, I actually just had an uncle pass away, maybe about March 20th, and he was an owner of the whole network. And my site, I was the owner of that one, but we just put it apart, and nobody in my family knew how to do websites and shit like that. So it was just it's a blessing, but just in a weird way, you know what I mean? But yeah, man. So we're about to get after it on our network, dude. It's gonna be.
That's good. That's fun. It's fun. That's exciting times, you know.
Yeah. I mean, it's growing. It's growing. Thank God.
I like that you're into like all sports too. You know what I mean? Because I find like a lot of like some MMA like fans or journalists are like can be just strictly MMA fans sometimes.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, man. We're Texas high school football. It's a huge thing down here, man. So I'm gonna get a little mini hard knock series going with the top 2 teams in the state. We're gonna get some CJ Baraga. He's the only San Antonio UFC athlete. I'm down here in Texas, so I already been talking to him. We're gonna get some work done, but yeah, man, it's we're gonna see where this shit goes, dude.
Oh, CJ Vergara, did he fight Ode Osborne at UFC 268?
Yep, that was his debut, man.
There you go.
Yeah, he actually fights on the UFC 274 card, man. Let me check that out.
Does he really?
Yeah, dude, give him a quick shout out, dude. Go follow CJ, man.
Yeah.
I think he probably opens it up. I know he was on. I don't see him on here. Yeah, man, he was supposed to fight. I don't remember who he was supposed to fight, man, but yeah, he was scheduled for this card. I wonder why he's not on the prelims. But all right, man, Jerry, any other final words, dude? Anything to look out for? Any interviews, big interviews you got coming up? Anything like that?
Just drop me a follow at Life of Jer __, and I do all my stuff off there now pretty much. But interview wise, I just got Christine Ferreira coming up. She's like a BKFC champ. So,
that's awesome. Like, hopefully he gets that Starling fight, Taylor Starling fight soon.
And so, yeah, but when I was talking to her yesterday, it didn't sound like that Starling fight was coming through. I don't know, but like, so anyways, I'm gonna talk to her soon, and then I'm heading over to Extreme Couture tomorrow just to kind of just watch the pros train and do some photos and stuff like that. And then,
hey, have you been to Extreme Couture yet?
Oh, Jacob has some stories. Jacob has some stories.
Oh yeah, dude. There was, when I was there, you know Chris Curtis. There was a guy who came in, man.
Exclusive footage too.
Oh yeah, dude, it was a badass video. But he came into the gym. He told everybody, he was like, "Yeah, I'm gonna fuck a lot of your guys up." And dude, he hops in the cage with Chris. And dude, the reason that Chris was put in the cage first, he's the nicest guy there, man. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. He wasn't gonna knock this guy's head off. And it's on our YouTube channel. I think it's like UFC fighter Chris Curtis versus 200 Street Fighters, some bullshit like that. But yeah, dude, Chris is taking it to him, and he's throwing these head kicks, and it's popping him back, but it's like it's super controlled, man. He can knock this guy's block off. You know what I mean? Well, anyways, right after that, he goes up to Chris, and he's like, "Hey, I gassed out. You know, I could like knock you out, right?" And dude, Chris fucking lost it, bro. Everybody was looking around.
Nice person, right? Like,
yeah, like they knew it was Chris's voice, but like they couldn't believe it. They're like, "Holy shit! What did you have to do to piss Chris off?" You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Jacob,
what's up?
And it's not only that, Sean Strickland was the mediator.
Oh yeah, Strickland was in the middle saying, "Dude." So yeah, well, once Strickland's mediating shit, bro, you piss somebody off. But no, it was funny.
For sure.
Because Strickland, he was like, Chris, like, get out. Let me go in the cage. Let me go in the cage. And everybody in the gym was like, do not let Sean in there because Sean is going to knock him out, dude. But, dude, it was a cool experience, man. Eric's a cool guy, dude. Tell him I said what's up.
Eric, will do. Eric's he's a good guy, actually. Yeah, I ended up getting to like meet him in Hawaii. We talked a couple times in Hawaii. So.
Oh yeah, dude. Hey, last little segment, man. How about Rafion Sots, dude, winning that interim belt, man? He was another one I talked to. I think when I pulled up there, dude, it was like his first day, and I was like, "Hey, Rafion, I didn't even realize you were training here. Can I ask you some questions about like how the training's going?" He's like, "Dude, I don't know. This is like my first day. I'm a Rufus sport kid. You know what I mean?" So, dude, that was it was badass to see. We got a couple grappling rounds in, and dude, yeah, I was just like pumped when I saw him win that shit, dude, because he was the underdog. You know what I mean? Going against a beast, man, and dude, he pulled that shit off.
Yeah, I'm a big Rafion fan. He's a good guy inside outside the cage. You know what I mean? And I remember even after he won the belt, like he was like, "Oh, like the owl can't find me." He just like did like a brief story. It was like his little kids. You know what I mean? So it was like. Just like a true guy, good guy inside out the cage. So yeah, I like Rafion a lot. I was super happy to see him do it.
Oh, so what happened was
because he was supposed to fight Sergio, so they decided to split.
Yeah, he just didn't want any drama. He was just like, you know what?
He was already into the camp, so he just stayed there. And then now he thinks he's gonna still use Eric still. Like he's still gonna be a Rufus Sports fighter, but like when I talked to him post fight in Hawaii, he was saying that he still wants to include Eric in his stuff now, though.
Yeah.
And dude, there's so many fighters, dude, like Aljamain, you know what I mean, have his camp in Long Island, goes down to Extreme Couture. And dude, it's so close to the PI, man. Like, Jerry, you're gonna see so many people just because even if they don't train at Extreme, they're at the PI and they're saying what's up to everybody there. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, dude, like I saw like, dude, at least 20 stars, man, like just hopping in and out. It's just it's Vegas is the best place to happen, man. Because it's
for sure.
And everybody I talk to, they're like, dude, the PI is the shit. They're like, they make our food, the best weights, best facilities. So, dude, it's badass that they finally got that, man. And dude, the sport.
Vegas is popping for sports now. You know what I mean? Like this is like now like almost the hub if you want to think about it. Like NFL's here, NBA summer leagues here. NBA's probably going to come here soon too. It's for a team. They got hockey here, like.
Fucking Vegas. The Raiders were supposed to come to San Antonio. They took our fucking semi-league hockey team. Then they took our fucking WNBA team. But dude, yeah, Vegas is a spot, bro.
Yeah.
I mean, they're doing an F1 show here at night coming up. Like,
oh wow. Yeah. Wow.
2023. Yeah, they're doing a night show in Vegas, a night ride or whatever.
So you're just staying in Vegas right now?
Staying in Vegas right now, but I think I have to fly to like Wyoming somewhere like that next week for work or something like that for a couple of weeks. I don't know. Spent a lot of money in at Coachella and Hawaii and then Vegas now too, I guess. So it's been it's always good to get that quick buck back sometimes, you know.
Yeah, fuck yeah, bro. Are you staying on the Strip?
Yeah, just off. Like on but off. Bro. I don't know if.
Well, dude, we need to. One of these days, we all got to get together and we'll fly to an event. And we'll get the seats, you know what I mean? If we're not credentialed, we'll just fucking be some fans in the crowd, you know what I mean?
So cool.
Yeah, for sure. Keep in touch, and yeah.
And how about also how about the UFC schedule leak?
The one, like the July one.
Yeah.
Dude, are you talking about all the leaks that happened?
Yeah, the schedule leak. Yeah. Bro, my phone was freaking. I was in class. My phone was off the rail, bro. I got 85 messages the whole day. Probably like 40 of them, bro.
Oh, that's funny.
Bro.
Yeah, man, that was crazy, man. All right, well, Jer, I don't want to keep you here too long, brother. I appreciate you hopping on. We'll
Thank you, Jer.
definitely keep in touch and stuff, dude. So, yeah, Meni, you can go ahead and get a quick last word, and then Jerry, you can finish it off, and we'll finish this off, man.
Thank you, guys. Yeah, just follow me, MMA Ideas on Instagram. You know, post fight news, break news sometimes. You know what I'm saying? You know, just follow the page. Been about 2 years. It's a really fun time. So check it out.
And then, yeah, like I said, follow me at Life of Jer __ on Instagram, and then all my podcasts now will be on Apple and Spotify. Blood, Sweat, and Tears podcast, Apple and Spotify. So YouTube as well. And yeah. Thanks again for having me. It's a pleasure. I appreciate you guys.
Yeah, bro. You take care, man.
Yes, sir. Take care, Jer. Thank you.
Later, guys.
Later, man.
All right.